Hi, I'm Jim Jubak, and welcome to this week's Stock Pick of the Week. This week's Stock Pick of the Week, like all that redundancy, is Merck, MRK. Um, the issue there is that Merck has carved out this incredible revenue stream in oncology using a drug called Keytruda, which does indeed seem to have increasing applications to all kinds of cancers. So the problem with Keytruda, Keytruda, for Merck, is that it goes off patent in 2028. And if you know anything about the way the drug industry works, you try to find ways to extend the patent, and we'll talk about those in a minute. You try to find ways to replace that revenue. So last year, in January, there's a big healthcare biotech conference run by JP Morgan. Last year, Merck said, hey, we know this problem is out there, and we're looking at adding new oncology drugs. And at the 2023 version of the conference, they basically said, hey, we think we're going to get about another $10 billion from new oncology drugs in a time period when they can replace Keytruda revenue. This year, they actually went and upped that and said, hey, we think we're looking at about $20 billion in revenue by the 2030s to replace Keytruda revenue. And you look at this, and a couple things jump out at you. One is that they are indeed putting a lot of money where their projections are. They've signed deals with a Japanese drug maker called Daiichi for about $4 billion to license 3 ADC drugs. ADC is one of the hot current topics. It's antibody drug conjugates. And that basically means that these are drugs that target specific antibodies to fight cancers. Very, very hot area of research. Anyway, they spent $4 billion to get that from them. The other thing they're doing, other than looking for acquisitions, is developing a subcutaneous delivery method for Keytruda. The current method uses infusion. This looks like it would be a way to extend the life of the patent because it would be a new method of delivery. And it looks like this might actually be extend the number of cancers and the effectiveness of it. So it looks like it could be important for Merck and for Keytruda. The other thing that Merck is looking at is cardiometabolic drugs. These are drugs that provide heart health as well as changing things like body weight and all of that. Again, another very hot area. Last year, they predicted $10 billion coming from this source. They upped that this year to $15 billion by mid-2030s again. And this all looks at that wonderful GLP-1 glucagon receptor that's been involved in so many of the obesity / diabetes drugs. Anyway, that's what's going on. And so here's how I sort of factor this in. I think as we get closer to the 2028 expiration for Keytruda, I think we'll see more and more worry about that. I really like Merck's long-term oncology pipeline. I like the cardiometabolic pipeline. I think this is a stock that I would probably like to own through the Keytruda patent expiration. I would look to see any increased worry about the expiration of the patent producing weakness in the stock. I'd probably use those as a kind of buying opportunity. So sometime over the next, say 2, 3, 4 years, you might just sort of look at this and say, okay, here's where I'd buy. I'd like to up my position in Merck by, 50% or 25% or whatever. And when it gets down to this level, I'll try to add some. Stock plays a really nice dividend right now. So a good long-term hold. I think the prospects are really good, and maybe some weakness that you can use to add it to your portfolio at a good price. If you like this video, please sign up to my YouTube channel. It's free. You'll get notification of when we're doing our next one. We're doing about 3 a week now. We're trying to get back in the saddle. After my move to Venice, which is where I am. Hi! If you want more of my written stuff, again for free, that's jubakpicks.com. Usually 1, 2 posts a day and 3 portfolios. If you want more posts, 2 to 4 posts a day and 6 portfolios, including some volatility portfolios with some options when that's appropriate, you can subscribe at jubakam.com, and you find links to all those down below. Thanks very much for watching.